One of the most challenging things to do is change, adjust, create a new food routine. Is it not? See it all the time. I think that's why so many patients come in where their doctors have mentioned nothing about adjusting their food routine because one, it takes a lot of energy to bring that to a patient and let them know, hey, maybe we ought to change your food routine. You got polycystic ovarian syndrome, or you got diabetes, or you got heart disease, or you got Parkinson's disease. We probably should change your food routine up. It's just not going to work eating packaged foods all the time, devoid of nutrition, and expecting that your body's going to function optimally. But it doesn't happen at all. I had a patient the other day in complete havoc when it comes to their hormones, and not very old at all. Should not be happening. And at no point after specialists, after primary care physician, has anybody mentioned to them that maybe it's time to stop drinking those Starbucks drinks. Maybe it's time to eat something other than cereal and a latte for breakfast. Maybe it's time to toss the Lunchables and go and get some real meat, some real fruit, some real vegetables, get some sweet potatoes, get some eggs, get straight up beans, something real and authentic, and put in your body on a consistent basis. Because food literally is a medication. It's a micro-medicating ourselves over and over and over again. And we can think, it's just one meal. It's true, it's just one meal. But one meal, just like a basketball game, one play. But one play can completely change the trajectory, the momentum of everything, can it not? And even if we mess up on that one play, threw the pass out of bounds, went off my hand, whatever, missed the free throw, shoot, man, I wish that would happen. But there's another play, so I got to show up right now for this next play full send. I think a lot of us, when it comes to our food routines, we are falling into the trap of, man, I messed up on that meal. I didn't do what I wanted to do. I fell for the chocolate bar in the afternoon again. I said okay to the donuts that the people brought into the office. I had the onion rings for restaurant, and I've been like trying to stick to meat and vegetables. And then we decide, what? That happened. So now I'm just going to throw in the towel altogether, and maybe I'll come and revisit this whole eat real food on a regular basis in a few weeks, months, years, perhaps. But no, the thing to do is recognize, hey, I have the most beautiful opportunity once again today, breakfast, lunch, dinner, as we go along, to make a decision that empowers me to live my best life, to make my body perform and be activated in the best possible manner. Our body, it's a temple, right? It's a temple. We want to treat it like it's worse. It's not a garbage disposal. People treat it that way all the time, but it actually is not a garbage disposal. You are actually a human being. You are a living entity requiring life to come into you via food substance so that you could thrive in life. Isn't that wild? We're propagated and marketed to, it doesn't matter. We're going to make this box so colorful, full of cartoon characters and stickers all over the place that suggest, somehow we created something out of powders and potions, and now it's healthy for you, or it could do something for you, when the reality couldn't be any farther from the truth. No, the more packaged, the more colorful it is on the exterior, and in the boxes, usually the more or the less life that is going to be offered to you. So an apple is beautiful. Growing lettuce, some broccoli, all the mustard greens, sweet potatoes, a steak, eggs, whole plain dairy. These things are beautiful because they are loaded with nourishment. Maybe they're not looking all flashy. They don't have a whole marketing campaign behind them. They in themselves market themselves because you intake them consistently and your body rejoices. Folks, it is time to put aside all the craziness, all the marketing hype, all the influencers trying to sell you their next cool thing that comes in a package. Push it to the side, go in your grocery store, get some vegetables, get some fruit, get whole fat dairy if you're not allergic to dairy, get goat products, sheep products, eggs, whole cheeses that don't have a bunch of junk and food coloring in them. Get real food, put it in your body over and over again. Help your children do the same. Don't ask your children to do something and you go and do something else. You guys all as a family consume real whole foods and see if your life value and just the goodness that you enjoy in life doesn't rise. There is literally no way around it. When you got 85+% of humans in America eating processed food as the majority of what they consume. If you want your kid to excel in sports, man, just feed them real food 24/7. Watch them excel. Watch them get injured less. Watch them be sick less. Watch them enjoy life more. Watch them have less depression, less ADHD. Watch them be a blessing in the classroom. If you want to increase your likelihood of being fertile, of making healthy, whole children, do likewise. If you want to just feel better, you want to be less depressed, less anxious, just have more margin across life, have less risk of every disease known to mankind, have less risk of falling prey to pneumonias and to the latest virus that's coming out and the latest bioweapon that somebody's creating out there to combat humanity. Eat real whole food locally over and over again. Go find yourself somebody that has a cow on the pasture, has goats, has sheep, has water buffalo, you name it, and say, okay, can you grow that for me? I would like to buy half of the core of it, a whole one. Find somebody who's got some local milk that you can get. Find somebody who's got an orchard or is great at growing a garden. Ask them, how do we do this? Help me out. How do I make this happen? And then whatever, if you can't do stuff at your house or you're 17 stories up in an apartment in Chicago or something, get it as local as you can. Make sure it's got the organic sticker on it if you don't know where it's coming from, because that'll at least give you some semblance of it shouldn't be overloaded with a bunch of pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. Folks, put in the comments why you would not choose to consume real whole food on repeat day after day. What would be a reason not to do that? Or for your children not to do it? What would be a reason to not buy your children real whole food over and over again? I would love to hear about it. Tell me all about it. Good, bad, and ugly. All that helps. More people come here and accumulate massive health because they tend to see it when people are commenting. All right. Talk to you guys later.